DJ. So Thaddeus, who are you?
Hello, everybody. First of all, of course, my name is Thaddeus. Go ahead, you can follow me at right there in the description below at that. He is 1 billion when it comes towards that. So really, when it comes to my background, really when it comes towards that, right now, of course, I'm in the H-Town, represent. And of course, I'm a Houstonian when it comes towards that. I am a college student right now. I currently attend TSU, and I'm also part of the Ocean Soul Marching Band. So the main reason, if I can go towards that already, as in the reason why I'm within this, I'm not even gonna say business, this family, is simply because, as in I realized that I'm an aviation major. That's not a bad degree when it comes towards, of course, monetary value. I can make anywhere from 89 to all the way up to 300K if I wanted to. But my thing is about that is, yes, that's okay money, but where's my time going to be going? As I'm a very family oriented person. So my thing is, I could make a lot of monetary value as in equivalent to my time, but I'm not going to have no time. So one big problem I looked of, like when I was talking to you about your story, as in I was just comparing it towards like where mine is starting off, I'm just like, I don't want to be in that situation where I just want to go not knocking a job, but if you're not doing something that you love to do, it's going to be more of a place where you exchange your time for money than as in your purpose as something that you love to do. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing what I need to do today, as in because yes, I'm a college student. Yes, I got full things to do. Yes, I got other responsibilities. But I know, especially during a time when most things are becoming automated, like you already see within Walmart, it used to be most people that checking you out in that one self-checkout. Now it's the opposite, it's a flipperoo. And we're in a time where everything is being changed. And one thing you have to realize, I'm in the aviation industry. I want to be able to fly. But now I'm looking at that as well, and I'm just like, you have to remember, when it comes to planes back in the day, you used to have the person who had to communicate. Then you have to have the person write down the coordinates, and all that would be like 5, 6 people. Now it's 2. Now what do you think is going to hit with that? So you have to think about where the future is heading to, because the future is now. And so that's a part of the main reason why I started this, because it's not just because of the money, it's because of the family, because of the culture. You can look at the other people when it comes to trading, those other companies, whatever. But my main reason why I love where I am right now is because of the culture. Ellie, everybody out here who really care about your success, as in what, like before they even call based off of how you doing when it comes to trading, they're gonna ask you, how are you doing? What's what's problem with tribulation? We want to have that personal connection.
Right, relationships. It's important in this business. So being that, we understand that you don't want to exchange time for money, you want to be able to enjoy what you want to do, but make sure you can afford the lifestyle that you want, right? That's why you trade. But in terms of building the business, like, what's your purpose with that? Why do you think that's important, and why people should do it?
Okay, my main purpose when it comes towards that, because just like a lot of us when we come into this business, or when you come into this business, as you gonna come in, I just want to make money, I just want to trade, and everything, all of us done been through that phase. But really that's at first, it just because of the lack of belief within yourself, admittedly or not. So when I first came into the business, yeah, I did want to build and stuff a little bit, but I didn't really have definite faith that I could really do it, because like a lot of us don't even come from leadership type of background. So the reason why I think it's important to be able to build within this business, because at the end of the day, remember I said family first before I said business, because you are helping other people who who need this opportunity as well to be able to change their lives, because this is your rocket ship. If you're an artist, soldier, mother, whatever your title may be, this is the rocket ship, the vehicle to get you to and from, and multiple times. Whatever you want to fund, whatever that business is, you want to bake cakes, you want to be able to get your cake truck of business and building. This is what that is for. No matter what your purpose is, or what you truly love to do, this is that vehicle to do it. The only thing that's limitation is yourself.
So that's crazy, and that's really big what you said. Like, this is legit the rocket ship. But how'd you get to the ship? Who brought you here? How'd you get here?
Well, how I really got here is, okay, we have a library that we just got built at Texas Southern. Long story short, I came there because I had to check out some hours from a scholarship, because like I mentioned, I'm in band. I had a young individual who's within the business as well, who just said, hey, we got this going on over here at a little cubicle where it has a little screen where you can talk. presentation.
Yeah.
And I walk in there and I listen. Now, that individual didn't like sell me to be able to, to get into the business. The main person who sold me, of course, is Rhonda. When it comes towards that. And with Rhonda, I was looking at her and I was just hearing her story because, yes, I'm seeing it was one of the college students. He went 0 to P1000, which is
Quick.
within the business, is 1,000, which is really a month, a $12,000 yearly raise in a week. So I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I'm more focused on the person who's been doing it for 3 years. And I'm just being real with you. Once you, of course, learn about chairman and all that different type of stuff as well, I already thought that she was, through the business, a 6-figure earner already. So it's just letting you know about that energy, as in literally life is energy. What's one thing Cass basically says? I believe he's basically saying that we can't chase the energy as in money. The energy is attracted to energy.
Yeah.
So when it comes towards that, I get better with it later. But anyway, when it comes towards that, so when Rhonda came in and she gave me her story, and that she's a Texas Southern alumni, when it comes towards that, so it had me there. And then I heard her story from being an entrepreneurial mindset. And for where I come from, a lot of my family is the same type of way. And I know a college education is crucial when, I'm not gonna say crucial, but I mean like it's important depending on what you're gonna go for. But one thing I noticed within my school, as a lot of people are doing what they doing, is simply because of the monetary value and not because of the passion. And that's the huge problem that I see. As I'm not knocking college or anything like that, that's why I'm still there. Because if I wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to have this opportunity. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to evolve you to being prepared for the world. And not just that, but also networking. Because that's really what that is. And that's what the passion is. So that's one reason why I don't just think building is important. It is important. Because especially if you're watching from the business, right now I'm speaking as chairman. So Ellie is already 25 already when it comes towards that. We're speaking from that in advance. So I want you to look at yourself right now and really think when it comes to all this that you see in front of you is what's going on, what are you allowing to hold yourself back? Because fear is the false evidence appearing real when it comes towards that. And one thing I have to learn, because when it comes to this business, that I already said, is 2 ways that you start into this business. Is when you start, as in financially wise, and then when you actually take it serious. And that's one major thing for right now, about to go on the past 3 months, I've done changed up a lot within myself. Because this business, yes, you're gonna make money. But like I said, this is about building your value. Because when you attract value, like Rhonda say, you're gonna gain that by lighting yourself on fire, and everybody's gonna come watch when it comes towards that.
It is. So that's the funny thing too. Like with Rhonda, you said what drew you was her energy and her story, right? Why she decided to do this business, why she's been an entrepreneur, why she's been successful, how she's been successful, and the energy that she gave, the value she gave, the education of how this can work for you. Made you believe like, okay, for myself, I know this is possible. For myself, I can achieve X, Y, and Z through this this whole thing, right? Because it's an experience, it's a family, like there's money, there's just so much involved. It's not just one thing you gain from being here. But how do you look at it when, like, what do you want to say to people who hear someone's story or hear someone's success and still say, I can't do that? Like that's not going to be me. Like not me though. Like success is for them, not me though.
One thing I want you to realize when it comes towards that, if you have that perspective, as I want you to remember, everyone know Henry Ford, as in the Ford Motor Company. As in, he basically say, as in, if you believe that you can or you can't, you are right either way. So basically when it comes towards that, you speak it with your tongue. As in, there's power within what you say. It's not just mere words when people are talking to you. How you think people are moved and stuff when they're at church or anything when it comes towards that. It's not because they're just talking gibberish or whatever. They speaking with power. So whatever that you tell yourself, as you say that you can or you can't, you're right either way. It's all in your definite belief system. Do you believe it and do you have faith within it? Because even there's been times within this business, I felt like, yes, I didn't feel like I was really achieving anything or anything like that. But it was because of my vibration, as in my level of thought was not to where it needs to be. Because money, things like that nature, vibrates on a higher level, right? So my mind was not there. And because it was not there, I was not attracting it. And I was telling myself, I'm just like, why don't I have? And the thing is, when you focus on the lack, you attract lack. And when I start just telling myself, because it's so funny, but if you tell yourself a lie enough times, it becomes your reality. Mm-hmm. It becomes your reality. We see it all the time, but people put it towards the wrong thing. Just imagine telling yourself that when it comes towards money and add work and definite desire behind that allows you to be able to transmute that into reality. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds strange. It's just like me and meditating. Mm-hmm. At first, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought that was some stuff that some how suburban people just talked about and just meditating and said kumbaya type of stuff. Yeah. But right when you actually tune in with it and you want to know more about that, I know you hear it all over the place. You need to read Think and Go Rich. you need to read Think and Go Rich and the 4 Agreements. Because one thing I have to learn is never take things personally as well.
Do you feel like that's what's kept you moving in the business? Not taking things personally, being around the right energy, and just focusing on like where you want to go, not where you currently are?
That's one thing I was just telling one of our family members who just had to depart and go back toward New York. As in, never judge, no matter what, and not even just when it comes to the business. I'm just talking about life. Never, ever, ever, I don't care if you believe you're doing well, never judge yourself right now than where you will be. Judge who you will be, not where you are now. Simply because, we allow our current circumstances to dictate, our future when it comes to that. Because this is a time, especially right now, with everything that's going on right now. You need to, it's people who strive during this time, and there's going to be people who's not, unfortunately. But that's literally because of belief mindset. Because you can't allow, I want y'all to take notes if right now, because no takers are money makers. I know this is just, it's not just a regular interview when it comes towards this. As in, I want you to take out your notebook, and I want you to write down when it comes towards this, as in, when it comes to your belief, desire, anything when it comes towards that. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go back to the question, I almost forgot. When it comes towards this, matter of fact, restate that question.
I was just saying, for you, do you feel like what keeps you pushing is the energy, the value?
Yes. Okay, so there we go. Now, when it comes towards that, as in what's going to keep you going, as in when it comes towards your why, as in what's going to keep you going in the first place, write it down, and I want you to write that down every day. The main reason why I say that, I know it sounds ridiculous. There's an older when we write down stuff, there ain't nothing going to happen. With that mindset alone, you're right. Because if you don't expect anything, as in if you don't have that intention to be better, you're not going to do better when it comes towards that. So that's one thing I just want to really just have you take a jewel when it comes from that. Because me at first, I'm not going to lie to you, as in I didn't, certain times I wanted to quit. But my thing is, if you quit in anything, especially when it comes towards this, you know what you're resorting back to. So why not saying, if I just keep on going a little bit more, what may happen? We always done heard if you're around 3, 4, whatever, how many people, you're going to become that last individual just like them. So I'm just like, heck, if I stick around 6-figure earners around long enough, I'm pretty sure I'm going to become one. And I definitely see it after being within the energy that we've been around.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of that. I know I've seen your growth, so it's amazing. Can't wait to see a year's time from now where you'll be and everything. But thank you so much, Thaddeus. This is Ellie. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow him on Instagram. Follow me. And if you have any questions, put it in the description below. I know some of this terminology, like chairman, right, might not make sense to you, but keep watching. Send me messages. I'll be happy to answer all your questions for you.
And definitely when it comes to that, you already know that he is 1 billion on Instagram, is in the description below. And also it's the same thing up on YouTube as well.
Follow him on YouTube.
You already know how it is. Ebonics today.